The weather has finally cooled down. We've got doors and windows open, trying to let in all the cool breeze. And I'm sorry we didn't film much yesterday. During the day I was with my family, and they don't particularly, well, know about this, let alone probably want to be filmed. In the evening, we were watching Shark Tank and NCIS, and then it was time for bed and we got a bit distracted. So I'll try and catch up a bit on that today, but I'm quite busy today as well. So I'm gonna have a bacon and egg breakfast, and then I've got to head out to my uni orientation week. And hopefully Dylan will be able to film some of what he's doing at home today, because he's got the day off work.
Indeed. Hey guys, Dylan here. Vicky is off to uni this week for orientation week, and I thought I should film some stuff to help fill out the vlog, the daily vlog. So yeah, this is me filming on my Sony Xperia Z2, which does some pretty good video for a smartphone. And yeah, so my PS4 down there, and I've been playing a little bit of The Order, which has been pretty good.
So, orientation day. Well, first day of orientation week was pretty good. I'm probably only going back tomorrow because there's not heaps of stuff to do. But I had, let's see, free lunch, which was Subway sandwiches and cookies, with free drinks. We had free candy floss, free cinnamon donuts, free slushies. There's a Harry Potter club at the uni, which I am joining. And Dylan's trying to find us a copy of the Oscars because I couldn't watch it live with him this morning. And in the meantime, we're playing some Heads Up. What old computers used to say when you had an email?
You've got mail.
The opposite of Mrs. and the opposite of right.
Mr. Wrong?
Another name for a cyclone.
Hurricane.
Nope.
That's the typhoon.
No.
That's the only two names.
You're missing one.
No?
It's also a game that you play with a map with coloured dots on the floor. And a thing that you spin.
Twister. That's not a... That's
Just stop picking...
No, but it's
rolls.
not a cyclone.
It pretty much is.
No, it's not.
Pig in the City.
Very different. Sorry, what was it?
Pig in the City.
Babe 2?
No. If I was able to say Pig in the City, it wouldn't be the second one, would it? It's just Babe.
Oh. Yeah, that put me off, because I don't go to the city and...
We are preparing for our Oscar watching session. Dylan is a hare. Dylan is on his own to get food. We're cheating and getting takeout. And while he's doing that, I'll tell you a little bit about what I did today. Which wasn't much, but... yeah, so I went to a university orientation for my business course. We had a bit of the morning where we sort of saw who some of the lecturers were and listened to people talk for a while, and then went off in groups to do a little activity. Dylan will be back. And I ended up finding out that I'm in the same course as someone that Dylan works with, and in a similar course to what someone who used to, or who grew up with on the same street as Dylan did. So that's been my morning. But I also, discovered that there was free hot cinnamon donuts, free fairy floss, free slushies, which was good because it was quite a warm day still, even if it wasn't as bad as the past couple. And I also discovered that there was a Harry Potter club at the university, which I am intending on joining. So there'll be a sorting ceremony for that, and then there'll be movie nights, quiz nights, Quidditch. Should be a lot of fun. I can't say no to a Harry Potter Harry Potter club. Got to work out what house I want to be in though. I could either sort of go on Pottermore and let that decide for me, or I don't know. I quite like Slytherin, but I'm not necessarily sure I'm Slytherin material, and that'd be the problem. As for yesterday, what I did yesterday was I went to the wedding venue with my parents and Dylan's parents, and we spent a good couple of hours sort of looking around. It was an expo day, so basically they'd set up the venue like it was going to be like it was set up for an actual wedding. So they had the little bit outside where we're having the ceremony with a carpet down it, a few chairs, the arch, the signing table. It looked really nice. And inside there was sort of canopies of gauze hanging from the ceiling with fairy lights around it, which looked absolutely stunning. And thankfully Dylan's parents are going to put a bit of money towards one of them. And they had some tables out with table decorations, and we got to ask questions about, how much it costs to get covers on the seats, because the seats aren't particularly attractive, and how much of the area we get to use, what happens with this, that and the other, and we've got to sort out a few more things for that. And the rest of the afternoon yesterday I spent talking with my dad about the specific details for how the wedding day is going to go. So we've got to plan in like 110% detail where everyone's going to be when, and sort of like, so when we need to finish getting ready before the ceremony, when we need to get to the ceremony, if we're having photos taken before the ceremony, when do we need to call the celebrant to let them know that we're nearly there for the bridal party, not the groom so much, but for the bride, like when we need to let them know we're there. If we're having photos first, do we need to then wait a bit? Do we send the photographer ahead first? Like, how long are the photos going to take after the ceremony? Are people going to, like, we've only got 10 chairs at the moment for 120 guests, so we need to work out how many elderly people are there so that we can pick who gets the seats, or people who need the seats, like, work out how many people need seats, how many seats do we need, do we get reserved signs for them, do we have someone to help direct them to the seats? There's so much detail that we need to plan for this wedding day, and we've got just over 2 months at this point, and it's quite overwhelming to think about how much detail really needs to be done. And then the other thing is to also see if we can nominate someone as a wedding coordinator, so that on the day someone is in charge of, for example, directing the elderly people to their seats, because me and Dylan won't want to be doing that. We'll be busy. Parents will be busy, especially for photos and things. It's just really complicated. Anyway, I think that's probably enough of talking about that, and we have to work out what is going on with these Oscars. And I need to get a screenshot of with the local cinema, event cinemas, we were able to sort of get a chance to win some stuff by voting for the movies we thought were most likely to win certain categories at the Oscars. So I actually wrote down my list, and I want to see how close to right I was. One of them has already been given away for me. I'm not going to mention it, but one of the movies that won a category has been given away. So, I mean, I've been turning off the radio before anyone said anything. Twitter has been like a no-go for me, but that was the one place where I was trying to put a photo on Twitter, and I happened to see someone's status saying, this movie won an Oscar, and oh no. Dylan's had a social media ban for the day. It's just crazy.